We were told AI was going to change the world and we imagined it a certain way: education, productivity, medicine, climate, the boring but good stuff, the stuff that makes human life slightly less difficult. Nobody put precision airstrike targeting system on the vision board of AI. But in the first 2 months of 2026, the US military used AI, the same kind powering your chatbot, your writing assistant, your customer service call, to help plan and execute military operations in Venezuela and Iran. Over 1,000 targets struck in under 24 hours. And the company that built the AI, that publicly, loudly refused to let this happen, couldn't stop it. So this is where we actually are, not in the AI future we were sold, in a different one. Here's what happened. On January 3rd, 2026, US Special Operations Forces raided Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's compound in Caracas. He was flown to New York to face narcotics charges. And according to the Wall Street Journal, Claude, Anthropic's AI, was used during that active operation, not in planning, during it. That made Anthropic the first non-AI company whose technology was used inside a classified US military operation. Then came Iran. Claude was running inside Palantir's Maven smart system, a real-time military targeting platform, and it was helping identify and prioritize targets at a speed no human team could match. 1,000 targets in the first 24 hours, more than some entire wars. That's not document summarization, that's the machine helping decide what gets bombed. A Tomahawk cruise missile struck what analysts believe was a girls' school near an Iranian naval base. Around 175 people, mostly students, were killed. Whether it was an intelligence failure, a targeting error, or something else, we don't fully know. But AI was in that chain. Now, what did Anthropic do? They said no, or tried to. The Pentagon wanted Claude available for all lawful purposes. Anthropic refused. The CEO of Anthropic, Dario Amodei, went on CBS and said,
"Disagreeing with the government is the most American thing in the world."
A company could do. Trump called them a radical left company, their contracts were cancelled, and then within hours, the military used their AI in live combat anyway because no replacement was ready. So let's come back to the real question underneath all of this. Is AI in warfare just the next normal thing? Every generation gets a new weapon, gunpowder, satellites, drones. Maybe this is just ours. That argument exists and it's not stupid. The internet came from DARPA, GPS came from the military. Technology has always been dual use. But here's why this one is different. Every previous weapons technology had one natural bottleneck built in: human judgment. You still needed a person to decide, to aim, to hesitate. That delay was the last firewall. What AI removes is exactly that bottleneck. It doesn't just make weapons faster, it makes the decision faster. 1,000 targets in 24 hours isn't a human achievement. No human team could do that. That's the system deciding at a pace humans can't audit in real time. And once the speed of war outpaces the speed of human accountability, something fundamental has changed. Not just about war, about power, about who controls it. The optimists will say precision targeting saves lives, fewer civilian casualties than carpet bombing. That's probably true in the best case. But we already have one example in this story where precision AI-assisted targeting killed 175 people, many of them students. The best case and the real case are not always the same thing. The future of AI, the real one, not the conference talk version, is probably both of these things at once. A technology that saves lives in hospitals and wastes them in wars, that spreads knowledge and concentrates lethal power. Neutral in design, never neutral in use. The question was never will AI change the world? It already has. The question is who decides what it changes and in whose direction. Right now, that decision is being made in government offices and military command rooms, without public debate, without international law keeping pace, and faster than most of us are paying attention to. We thought AI would be the story of our generation because of what it could build. It might end up being the story of our generation because of what it was allowed to destroy and who was in that room when that call was made.